How you doing? My name is Devin Campbell, and I'm here to help you in your daily life using scripture and using history. Today, we will be talking about the crowd you hang around or the crowd you keep. Start with some scripture, and then after that, we're gonna chop it up. Excuse me. We're gonna converse, y'all. I'm gonna start with the beginning of the book, somewhere close to the beginning of the book, Exodus 23:2. All right, and it states, "Do not follow the crowd in doing wrong." I chose that because it tells you from the get go. Don't follow the crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's doing wrong. And I know a lot of times people can't tell if some crowds are doing wrong or the things that they're doing wrong. But we need to be aware, stay around positive people to help us. But that's one. I'm gonna get to the next. The next is Psalms. Psalms 1. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seats of mockers. That's just saying, being a stand-up man, a man who does his own thing, who doesn't have to, go out here and be like everybody else and try to do this and do that, and he's doing his own thing, he's he doesn't really kick it with sinners. He doesn't kick it with sinners. He doesn't hang with them. He goes the other way, He's a man enough to say, nah, this ain't the crowd for me. These ain't the people I need to be around, So I chose that because, that's showing the type of person that we should actually become and be. Next, I will be jumping to Proverbs. Proverbs 13:20. Proverbs 13:20. And it states, "He who walks with the wise grow wise, but a companion of fools suffer harms." Why did I choose that? You know how they say birds of a feather flock together? That's exactly what it's saying right there. Like, if you hang with wise people, you're going to become a wise person. But if you hang with a whole bunch of people that's just doing negative things and horrible things, and that's exactly what you're going to start doing. Just negative and positive, negative things, So that's why I chose that. Next, Isaiah 8. Isaiah 8:11. And it reads, "The Lord spoke to me with a strong hand upon me, warning me not to follow the ways of the people. He said, do not call conspiracy everything that these people call conspiracy. Do not fear what they fear, and do not dread it." It's telling y'all, like, right off the bat, don't do what everybody's doing. I know we as people hear a whole lot about this conspiracy theory stuff. Oh, aliens and this and that and that. Like, come on, y'all. Let's open our eyes. Like, it's in the Bible. This is right here. Check it out for yourself. This is why I chose this, y'all. The crowd will tell you one thing, and, we got to be them stand-up people. We got to be that light. We got to be that light. All right, on to the next, y'all. I'm going to John 15:18. And it states, "If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If you belong to the world, it will love you as its own. As it is, you do not belong to the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. That is why the world hates you. Those are Jesus' words, y'all. That's deep. Man, like, they hated him first. You know? So I really should have did that last. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I should have let that sit in with y'all. But you know, it's done. You know, like, I chose that because he actually tells you, like, you know, the things of the world, you know, how the world, you know what I'm saying, will turn on you just for you doing, you know, the holy things, you know. You want to give your life to the Lord. You want to do right, you know. So, yeah, that's that, y'all. All right. I'm jumping to Romans 12:2. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of the world. Man, like, I can say so much, like, and it's crazy, like, we call it different now. Trending, what's trending? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, everybody's doing it. Don't be transformed to this world, y'all, but renewal by your mind. Your mind gotta be outside this world. Do you hear me? We in this world, but we don't belong to this world. Come on, y'all. That's what the crowd do. The crowd, they follow each other. They follow, you know what I'm saying? This is what everybody's doing. Everybody doing it. Let me get this last one for y'all. This last one. 1 Corinthians 33. 1 Corinthians 15:33. 1 Corinthians 15:33. And I read, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good judgment. Come back to your senses as you ought, and stop sinning. For there are some who are ignorant of God. I say this to your shame. That was that last one. Ooh, I mean, that one hits home. Y'all. Do not be misled by bad company. Let's chop it up. Let's converse. Let's communicate, Lord. Y'all. Do not be misled by bad company. Like, bad company, it corrupts good judgment, good character. Like, imagine a kid joining a gang. He doing everything that gang do because that's what that gang do. He was really actually a good kid. Probably went through little ups and downs, you know, nicks and knacks. That's what I really feel like that's the saying, you know. But it doesn't always have to be with little kids, because it can be with older people. It can be with women. It could be with, you know, certain people that's been alone for some time, and they just, you know, they just want to feel loved, you know what I'm saying, or want to feel, you know, connected to somebody, you know. So they start to let down their moral judgment, you know. They start to, like, that good person in them, that good character, you know, in them, you know, starts to deteriorate because they're around bad people, because they see bad people doing all kinds of crazy things. Like I told y'all earlier, y'all remember saying, I know this is what y'all mamas and them used to say, birds of a feather flock together. If everybody jumping off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too? Remember this, y'all. We see a lot of people following the crowd every day. I'm gonna just throw out some examples. When Jordans come out, everybody got to get the Jordans. Everybody got to get the iPhones. Everybody got to get the newest. Now, that's not to say that you're following the crowd. You see what I'm saying? But if you're trying to keep up and you want to show off everything you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And somebody has to appraise you, you know, like, okay, I see, you know what I'm saying? And you like that feeling, but you doing it just to get man's eye, man's attention. And I'm not gonna lie, we all fall victim to this. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I never have, you know. Remember, y'all, like, I'm human. But at the same time, I am transforming myself. My mental, transforming myself. Let me see if a story. Let me give y'all a story. I remember when I was young, everybody, I don't know why we did this. We was kids, but I don't know why we did this. We used to throw rocks at cars. Like, I was walking on the freeway, or like the Max or the train, you know, it crosses over the freeway and stuff. And you know, the freeway was split, you know, going this way, and the Max is smack in the middle, or the train. So the train let us out, and my friend was like, "Hey, let's throw some rocks at some cars." I don't know why I even agreed. He grabbed some rocks and he just started throwing the rocks. I shouldn't laugh and I apologize, you know, but we was just throwing the rocks and we just throwing them at cars, not thinking that these cars, these windows can bust or these people can get into an accident. We was just launching the rocks, you know. As we were walking home, the police pulled up on us. It was like, yeah, we had a car that some kids was throwing rocks at cars. I was scared. I was like, oh, snap. You know, like, my homie like, no, it wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. And they're like, you sure? We're going to look at them cameras to see, you know, because you guys, you know, match the description. And like, man, it was something, you know. But yeah, like that crowd, you know, like that got me into trouble, you know, and I never done that again, you know. But that's a little bit of history for you, you know. We gotta be strong in this world, y'all. We gotta be strong in this world. You know, remember, the Lord is your shield. He's your rock, you know. Like, if you need guidance, you know, talk to him. You know, and then he puts people in our life and in our path for a reason. You know, talk to the people, you know, that you get that good vibe about, you know. But remember though, test that spirit as well, you know, to make sure, you know, like, try your best to a lot of people say action speaks louder than words, and I agree. Don't just talk about it, be about it, you know. So where I'm getting at is sometimes you need to be around you need to be around holy people, you know. But build your relationship with the Lord, you know, to where, you know what I'm saying, and see what what is the Lord's purpose for you. So you ain't doing the things that everybody else is getting veered off, you know, to do. I don't know if I said this correct. I know I'm kind of it brings me back to when in Matthew's, when Jesus was actually talking about the narrow gate. He said, "For many will find, for many, for let me see if I can find that." He said, the small and narrow gate. Oh, let me see, what was that? Give me 1 second, y'all. I know we're recording and everything. I know y'all like, man, he's something else, you know. But hey, I just want y'all to understand, like this stuff is real. I don't know, I can't really find it right now, but I'm not gonna waste too much time just looking for it. But oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, the narrow gate and the wide gate. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction. But small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only few find it. Following that crowd, Lord, following that crowd, y'all, will take you down the wrong path that you don't want to be around. You know, just because everybody doing it. Oh man, I just gotta throw this out there. Like, I see a lot of these females nowadays. They are wearing short shorts, you know, little cut off things. And hey, a lot of things that we tend to do is not pleasing to God. Just because it is pleasing to man's eye, it's not pleasing to God. I'm gonna end it there, y'all, because I don't want to offend anybody or say anything wrong, but I love y'all, you know. So we need more role models. We need more role models. We need more people to stand up and do the right thing, to talk the talk and walk the walk, to help the younger generation, you know. Remember, y'all, like, this world is coming to an end. So we need to stand firm, you know. Follow the right crowd. Don't follow that wrong crowd. Get in y'all book and understand it. Get in y'all holy book and understand it, y'all. And if you don't understand it, find somebody that does. Stay around good people. All right? I love y'all. My name is Devin Campbell, and I hope I helped you in your daily life using scripture and history. We talked a little bit on the crowd you hang with or the crowd you keep. Remember, y'all choose the right crowd. Talk to y'all later.